Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is finally here. We are at the Crosskeys 2021 Tournament Grand Finals. We have Goomba versus WallKicks. This is game one. It's pretty exciting. Let me go ahead and switch scenes because I forgot to do that. And without further ado, I am handing this over to Lin and the amazing Alizoon. So you guys have a great game. I'm going to get these runners started, and we will see you after the race.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hello.
I am super happy to be here. We are coming off an absolute banger of a set of semifinals, for real lack of a better word. And we've got two really phenomenal runners going at it. One who eliminated me and one who eliminated Lynn, which I guess is something. But these have been two of the best Crosskeys runners for a long time. Both their, I think, first appearances in the finals. I believe Goomba made it made it to the loser bracket final in the first tournament. And this is the furthest WallKicks has gone by a pretty good amount.
But WallKicks has always been like atop the Crosskey scene on ladder and everything. So like, not really surprised to see him here. Like, you shouldn't be surprised to see both of them being here at all. And hey, they're gonna take my crown, and I'm still here. Not mad, because both of them deserve it.
Let's say we got our former champion on the co-restream or the com here with me. But just two absolutely phenomenal runners who've taken some pretty great paths through the tournament so far. And it looks like we're about to be off. I suspect Goomba at least is going to do a start, most likely at Link's house, and head to the Houlihan. I think WallKicks tends to do the same thing, but
yeah, he tends to do the same. Yeah,
I couldn't remember if he sank starts or not, but now he is starting at Link's house. And that's an interesting thing. Is the very first item to find is the hook shot right here in Link's house.
And I know both of them can't hover, so it's pretty good for them. I mean, Goomba can hover to some extent, but he's not super reliable. He doesn't rely on his hover capabilities for sure. So having the hook shot super early is just gonna be nice for him.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it's a nice movement tool too. Like, you can cut a little bit of time off a lot of screens by just hooking bushes and stuff, as Goomba's going to show us right here. WallKicks getting a little bit ahead on this route just by being a little bit faster.
Going for the stun prize.
Stun prize, and is rewarded with a single bomb. So that's going to make it really nice.
Yeah, I think that's correct here too, especially with the hook shot to go through that connector immediately.
Yep. It's significantly faster to go through here with a hook shot or a mirror than it is with nothing. And it's going to refill your magic, so if you get something like an early powder and find magic bat or similar to that, you put yourself in a position where you don't have to orphan that check, which is really
Unfortunately, nice. WallKicks not getting any bombs from those two chests.
Yep. But I mean, also very smart and opportunistic of Goomba to go for the one thing that he knew was going to be a guaranteed drop off of the pickle instead of a 50-50, and there is your access to Kakariko Village.
And
oh no! And unfortunately for Goomba, he's only going to have one bomb, so there's not even a thought around.
I don't think he was going to go for it. In the lamp already?
Probably not. The fact that we don't know where Sank is, at least, is kind of interesting here.
I can see, for example, Goomba not full clearing Kak here. He's gonna do one health, and I'm gonna say the bottom health.
Yeah, I can easily see, like, if he finds a connector, I can see him kind of fast bailing on Kak.
The main problem right now for WallKicks is if you find a shop nice cane of Samaria, you're not gonna have money to buy bombs.
Yeah, meanwhile, Goomba gets to guarantee himself having bombs. And
so let's
if
see
he
Goomba's
doesn't get
RNG.
lucky... And Goomba with the blessed RNG, that bush there being a 50-50 bush to either have a bomb or not.
And at this point, I think if you're Goomba, you kind of want to find bombs, not only for, I mean... Oh, he's getting lucky again. With the Kingdom of Mario.
Oh, I thought it was a new hookshot cave. But yeah, I thought he might be going south of CAC, but then when he went up, I thought he was going to pop up to hookshot cave instead. But no. Alright, and there's the money.
It's going to feel bad for WallKicks if he actually finds a shop in that last entrance.
And speaking of feels bad for WallKicks, there is Tower of Hera with a hookshot, but with no weapon, and with no bomb, so no ability to Hera pot unless this is bombs or the boots right here. No, but it's still nice.
It's a weapon. Pretty cool.
Yep.
I mean, we already had the King of Samaria, so let's see if that's escape or not. No, that's the well. You have weapons here. So they might...
I'm a little surprised by this.
I'm not. Goomba's planning on going back to CAC.
Yeah, I do wonder if this is the kind of thing where it's like, my weapons are not great for this, so I'm going to lose some time going through escape. Like, Samario's probably, other than Burno, about the slowest weapon to get through escape with here. Although that's a nice thing to find.
Lamp. King of Samaria.
Saying WallKicks is farming bombs upstairs.
He knows about the price back now, so that's pretty good for him.
Yeah, Lamp and King of Samaria and Turtle Rock Big Key is a kind of peculiar combination. Though, of course, requires 4 Turtle Rock small... Is it 3? Yeah, you're right, it's 3. It's 3 for Laser Bridge. So we would need to see 3 more Turtle Rock small keys in logic for that to be pointing at anything. And there's the big key to Thieves Town. This is a high value escape. WallKicks opts out of escape escape for now. Is just going to keep exploring CAC.
So, and the Turtle Big Key fully in logic in that chest.
Yep.
He's down, not so much. Goomba was just quick enough to be able to not get seen by that guard with that hookshot.
He does have to stun him, so he'll probably use one of his bombs in the Death Warp here. Although he might just.
I don't think so. I don't think so. He's gonna.
Yeah,
wait.
now he's gonna wait for the unstun. Wally, meanwhile, has found a Paradox Cave entrance, but unfortunately is in Super Bunny state, so he's looking for this to spit him out in Light World. And not so much, but it is a nice connector to have knowledge of. And there's Hype Cave. I'm so disappointed I wanted that to be the Moon Pearl.
Same.
However, we could still have something dumb like a sick kid Moon Pearl. Anyway, we're going to see our first glimpse of where Sanctuary is here now. And I suspect with that bomb, if it's accessible, WallKicks is going to jump straight down.
Oh yeah, it's really accessible, so not really feeling bad about cutting that CAC here, for sure.
No, not at all.
Shouldn't be too worried about your bombs right now if you know about the price back, so...
Yeah.
Definitely just getting everything here. I'm not trying to scum bombs, even if it's one. That's still a lot of time, just for a hard reset, if there's nothing.
Yeah, definitely. Good, we're going to pick up his Ice Rod here and be a little bit sad about the fact that he didn't get to flash Ice Rod strats on the Ball and Chain Garden Escape.
He wouldn't do it with his bomb count, let me tell you that. He wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, there's a mirror, huh?
That's the item I most want to see at the start of every Crosskeys scene. Although it does
feels
make that
pretty bad right now.
It does make that Paradox Cave a little bit spicy for WallKicks, though.
I can see Goomba saving good here, though. He's not going to walk up. Because
that's that's Death Mountain access in general with the hookshot. and the mirror, you can get to basically everything other than the very top of East Death Mountain right now. Goomba probably going to end up with his mirror very quickly here. Probably after he does the...
I want to say after he does the prawn of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Don't have to Hula Hand as well, because you have the money. Unfortunately, WallKicks didn't check that back of Tavern, so it doesn't have the money.
Yeah, but I can see WallKicks
rupee.
turning this route into checking the Sanctuary drop-down and then checking the drop-down and hula hitting from there. Which is honestly pretty good improvisational routing. Like, this is not necessarily a routing scenario that you see all that often. A lot of runners are very used to just saying, I'm going to hula hand right at the start of the seed every seed.
Given that you
pretty
haven't,
rare that you get distracted.
Given that you haven't found Uncle yet, that's actually a pretty good route, especially if Uncle is here, which is not.
It's not, but you get the. It's a spot you can check the item anyway, so at least it's perfectly.
Oh, there's
fine
Uncle. So.
Sure.
What are we
missing? Has the
missing?
ability to farm a couple more here. Ganon. I don't think we're missing only Ganon, right?
Nope.
Oh, actually, no, we're missing useless fairy. Oh, boring. Actually, honestly, I can tell Goomba's probably going to be kind of upset about that too. I know he's a big fan of having required tower climbs for Ganon. But Wally is going to grab his money here, as Goomba's going to find Ice Palace and say, you know what? I'm good.
Do you go to Dark Cross from the back here? Because Goomba has that isolated right now. Full in logic.
With what Hyrule Castle key?
The one he just found.
Oh, I definitely missed that. Yeah, I do. You could do it pretty quickly, like, you're never going to be in all that much, like, maybe not, like, right at this second, but... I guess the alternative is you're probably going to be passing through Hyrule Castle as a connector at some point.
Yeah. I can see it, for sure.
That's the time when you're
especially with the mirror now. Especially with the mirror now.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about a death warp, it's just, okay, I can go. Was that a glove on,
I didn't see it. Oh, another connector. Now we have the mirror, so we shouldn't be too worried about it. I think that's the right play as well. As long as you're going through.
With an early mirror. So Moon Pearl and Flippers, or Moon Pearl and Boots, puts that respectively in logic and or sequence breakable. We'll see if Goomba's going to end his route with a hula hand here too, or he's just going to say save and quit. Yeah, okay. I appreciate this from Goomba. Like, the drop-down information isn't particularly useful. He's already found the Uncle. He knows it's not going to be at Sanctuary.
He already found the well as well, even though he couldn't access it.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of particular interest here.
Oh, that's in logic. Without the flippers.
Please have the flippers. Please have the flippers. Oh! Please. I have been begging for a dumb scenario like this in a seed that I'm playing like for so long.
No.
It's okay. The flippers are going to be on the left side of Meyer. I'm huffing the copium pretty hard here, but.
So Goomba's going to be able to follow the connector Wally found earlier. Mr. Maya don't really want to go yet, even though you have a key. That
first Misery Mire key is a pretty big differentiator in making Misery Mire faster for Goomba. I can imagine WallKicks doing it, even though his weapon arsenal is a little less than ideal for getting through the first room. You can still do it pretty quickly with Kane.
Alright. Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah, finding the mire area with a mirror says a lot about the game. It basically punts the flute from any logical considerations. It puts a bunch of entrances in logic, especially ones that usually have significantly higher cost.
We already know the flute logically is only going to be required for the red bump if it has to. At this point.
I'll say it also greatly devalues the value of the mitts. And as there's the big key to Ice Palace from Gina here at the desert entrance. Goomba, meanwhile, is making it his mission to get that third save and quit point. A man well after my heart here. But yeah, while we were sort of doing sort of an exploratory lull, let's kind of do a quick look at how these runners got here. So Goomba, for his part, came in as the #1 overall seed, going 8-0 in the Swiss round. And he took out Scoople in the first round with a 2-1 win, and took down my co-com 2-0. And as recently as Sunday, won Game 3 of his semifinal set against Zelda and made his way to the finals that way. Meanwhile, WallKicks came in as the number 14 seed, ending up 6-2 in Swiss and having to qualify through the play-in race. But he was able to take out T-Stew, who was a 7-1 finisher in 3 games. He was able to take out another 7-1 finisher, some guy named like Aladdin or something, 2-0. And he beat Humbug on Saturday in Game 3 by 5 seconds to advance to the finals as well, in one of the craziest tournament races I've seen in a really long time. So, I mean, both having taken... I mean, at this point, the top 16, there's no such thing as an easy path. So just 2 very strong paths from both runners. And meanwhile, WallKicks is going to head to Tile Room here, with the Canis Samaria in a GT that was kind of weirdly placed with a mire connector.
Was it very close Kirby Goomba? Sorry, Tile Room is a bit boring. I was watching Goomba.
WallKicks, on the other hand, losing my vote right now by refusing to throw the boomerang at the tiles. Instead, looking to dodge here. We'll probably put the Canis Samario block down right before the chest spawns. If you actually kill the tile, you can open the chest before the hand comes out. Not that it really matters if you have the mirror, although it does delay the chest from spawning, so it still matters some.
Hello. Doing the safe play of checking the torch here. Don't really blame him given that GT location.
No.
I don't want to know.
And yes, SariUX, that was in fact a vanilla tile room key. I am not surprised he did not go full right. I think it would have been a pretty reckless play on his part, honestly. That's a somewhat tight sequence break with only the hook shot, and it's out of logic. It would be orphaning the big chest. Like, you're just asking for a lot of pain by doing that.
Oh. No. He's doing it. He's doing it.
And WallKicks hates Eastern Palace, but I feel like you gotta go in.
It's not a great spot.
You wouldn't necessarily get Boomerang Isarmos. You'd probably get Canis Samaria Isarmos, which is a lot faster than Boomerang Isarmos, but still is not what I would consider fast.
Oh, hello.
There's another connector there for Goomba.
And there's a glove here for Wally.
That is a nice find, and I am going to quickly refresh because I am definitely behind Lynn on the commentary. And the hammer? That's
full Death Mountain here, kinda.
Yeah. So yeah, that guarantees the mitts are on island now. Goomba, meanwhile, is gonna Super Money Spiral Cave here.
Ooh.
and finds the big key of Desert Palace locked behind the Moon Pearl, of course, but...
Note that traversing, even just going through the connector to, that is Spiral Cave as a bunny, is not in logic.
And I would just like to say thank you, AA, for that. Because doing that on 3 hearts required as a bunny would be about as miserable of a thing. But yeah, we have a massively divergent seed right now. And Goomba probably going to be using the mirror here to look to Super Bunny things. The Mire connector was a Desert Palace, with the right side going to Ice Palace and the middle going to the Mire area.
Checking the saving quit points, that's...
I just want to note, Goomba has now saved and quit to Old Man more times than he did in the entire last semifinal race.
That is correct. Actually, no, I think he checked the back once. But that's
Did he? Oh, no. Unlucky. Okay. Well, he'll beat it out pretty quickly.
We're going back to GT with that hammer, and this time I think we're going all the way through.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially already having 2 keys with so much of the world open, it's pretty suspicious. And I mean, it's not like Goomba's struggling either. Like, he's got some nice routing tools. He's making reasonably efficient coverage on the world. It just hasn't happened to find the items. But I mean, I think leads and Crosskeys tend to be very, very deceiving anyway. Because a lot of times it's less about who is the first person to get that item and more about who is just going to put themselves in a better position to float there. Speaking of, that is a 3rd key. Yep. Which does put going all the way to Ice Ormos in logic now for Wally. So that's a 4 key locked pod key. As Wally showed off some red boomerang strats here.
So first TR key, with that cane and that big key and that lamp.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see kind of how good WallKicks' alternate versions of the Ice Ormos fights are. Most of the runners that got pretty far are probably pretty practiced on a lot of the varieties of these.
Oh, he's not going for it.
Interesting.
Admittedly, it's a bit... It is a bit slow, but Cane of Samara is a very good weapon against
also
Ormos.
Doesn't go to Checkerboard Cave as well. I'm pretty surprised by that decision. Like, admittedly, that's out of logic with what he has, but you have to assume there's a 3rd key out there. And does his first map check, and we see Eastern and Desert are 2 crystals, with Desert being a red crystal.
But the big key also being in Spiral Cave.
And yes, Wally did go to the back of Desert Palace.
Alright, so we have Goomba. He's gonna be able to find Desert Palace. Let's see if he... Oh, he will, because he already did the Eastern area.
I'll say, and he'll get the glove right now, too. Or, sorry, he'll see the glove and know it's there, not get the glove. And yeah, I don't think skipping Checkerboard was a choice. I think it was Wally did not correctly adjust to what his items got him when he found them. There's the
He didn't see the glove. He didn't see the glove because he was expecting to go out. I know what he was aiming for.
Yep.
he was aiming to go to Hobo with that kind of Samaria.
Yes. Splash Deletion, a phenomenal routing tool to use.
So he didn't bother checking, knowing he was gonna jump, thinking he was gonna jump into the water anyways. But nope.
Yeah, but it is pretty fast to go back, and I suspect he thinks he's gonna go back there to go to Hobo anyway. But we will see how Goomba ends up making the decision. Goomba, for his part, has mostly been doing early Eastern dives when he finds it this tournament. Feeling like I think the meta has shifted a little bit too far against diving into Eastern Palace. And he's going to go right to the mire area, so he's not going to find the Ice Palace entrance, but it wasn't like there was a lot that he missed there.
It's going to miss Sahasrara.
Well, right, but it was a map and a mire small key.
Meanwhile, WallKicks giving us new checks on the mountain. Another big key.
That's a good one. Like, it's not a supremely impactful one, but getting it right away is really, really nice. Ooh, that's gonna really hurt for Wally. Because he doesn't have that fully in logic Turtle Rock big key.
Doesn't have a TR key. I'm thinking
Ice Rod is probably his best option here.
I mean, he saw Goomba
say
last game.
If he watched Goomba,
he's doing it. He's doing it.
But he didn't quite have it set up as nicely as Goomba did. Was a little bit slow on the switch.
That was way too close.
No, Wally, you're doing it wrong! So for those of you who missed the last semi-final, Goomba froze the two floating skulls and used it to throw at the Pokey repeatedly. It was super swag. I was saying, without the Turtle Rock key and without any ability to get to Laser Bridge, not gonna see Wally make that play. That Goomba, I suspect, has a pretty good chance of heading to Laser Bridge when he actually finds that entrance. Especially with
having done the other side of the mountain already. That's a very reasonable play. I feel like.
Whereas WallKicks doesn't have the other side of the mountain done, and so is going to want to go over there anyway. But even if he wanted to, he couldn't, and given that the big keys that are in CAC, unless we find another castle connector here, is unlikely to find it.
I'm kind of afraid for WallKicks, though. With that hammer, there's a chance he's not gonna follow that spiral cave at the bottom of Dark Death Mountain. There's a very good chance he will not.
Yeah, I agree. I think in his position I probably would, because I would be relying on finding a connector to Floating Island at some point anyway to get up there. But even that, I mean, is a gamble and a little bit risky. But yeah, as Hamza just pointed out in chat, anything that is 6 pod key locked is going to be locked by a grand total of 14 small keys this seed already. With a pod key locked behind 4 Turtle Rock keys and another pod key locked behind 4 Ganon's Tower keys. And Goomba's about to find the Eastern Palace, and I suspect he will quickly make the dip. Probably won't even hesitate like WallKicks did.
With the lamp, even, like, you add an item in logic, because that's what usually happens.
Oh, that's a really good find for WallKicks. He just found another Hyrule Castle entrance.
I mean, it was on the mountain. Goomba found it. He did dodge force from here.
Okay, I definitely missed it when Goomba found it.
Yeah,
but that's going to be really nice for him, because that will... encourage him to go back to Turtle Rock, I suspect.
He will. The problem is he's missing that tier small.
Does not have the small key. So he cannot go to Laser Bridge.
And that's the thing. He will loop around and go through the TR right entrance again.
Yeah, specifically
check
for
the left entrance. He's gonna check the left entrance from here, I feel like. But that's how his run is gonna be right now. But unfortunately, that isolate, that's a big key that we know we require already.
That's about as gross of a spot as I can imagine, honestly, for that. A long single item check. The only saving grace I can imagine on it is it's a connector, so if Wally is in the position where he feels like, you know what, I need to get to Floating Island, I need to get to Bumper Cave, that suddenly becomes a little more attractive. But even so, it's pretty gross.
What was that bumper again? Nothing.
Nothing, but you want the item there. So you want the entrance there, if nothing else. Depending on what, of course, we end up finding. And yeah, I definitely suspect that Goomba will make the play over to Ice Armos after this. Because not only does he have the ability, it's even in logic.
There are some very nice early items for a Crosskey seed. Hookshot mirror.
Yep.
Hammer, glove.
Not a lot of things that are going to cause you to leave a bunch of orphans. Just honestly, just a pretty good feeling for playing this seed. I have to suspect.
We're gonna see checkerboard cave as well. Hopefully for Wally. It's not gonna be impactful. All right.
It's a good repeat farming spot, but not really a concern here.
You have plenty of money. I think we have money for the whole seed, unless you want to buy potions.
Oh yeah, they definitely have enough for anything they would need, other than perhaps potions.
Right, back to GT. I have 2 extra entrances here from WallKicks.
And for his sake, we're going to hope they're important. Because it's probably going to come at the cost of the Desert Big here.
We're saving the old man first.
Yes, for sure. I mean, half the appeal of coming up to Death Mountain is guaranteeing that you get that third save and quit spot.
Even though they're not really nice. Interested.
No, but he doesn't know what the third one is yet, because he hasn't been over to the eastern area, I don't think.
Nope.
And I would be stunned if Goomba opts to take the same decision Wally did here and bail on GT. So we will likely see what's behind Ice Armos in a second.
Yeah, WallKicks climbing again.
Yep. Very understandable, just going to be a little bit unfortunate on that Desert Big. But I'm sure also knows that it's not even in logic to traverse, much less to get the item, and so probably isn't super worried about its payload right now.
Not going for fancy strats here with bombs. Probably gonna you wanna try to keep some health for Armos. It's still a rough fight. Like it's still a very rough.
This is actually not an easy fight at this point.
And nice damage boost here from the mini Alma.
Waiting for the second skull hit, and we will see what is behind Ice Armos here, as Goomba's going to show off some Samaria strats.
Usually what I want to do, you want to have Armos hit the block four times, and then explode the block, because it's going to expire on the 5th hit. Or you want to use that phase where they dash at you to throw one in the middle and explode it, so you hit 3 more Armos with 1 block. Alright, we're back in TR. Didn't find a TR small though, unfortunately.
Yep, so it's just going to be this one item. I can't imagine he's going to turn around and hook back across to go to Spiral Cave.
Nah, he's going to check the connector here. TR left.
Yeah, probably. That seems the most likely play. As we're all gonna smile and nod and be happy for Goomba as he gets through this fight, but probably pay a little bit more attention to WallKicks' screen for it now. This being one of the easiest bomb jumps in the game.
Just hug the wall. You're gonna make it. Oh, oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Even so, that's a very useful connector, and he can repeat it to go to Spiral Cave after this.
That's true.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow fight from Goomba, but very cleanly done.
Oh, we're back here. And now we are on the bridge again. The TR bridge.
Yup.
Oh boy. That's disgusting.
That's an in-logic Vitreous. Oh no. The game has heard your pleas to not do it and is going to respectfully decline. Just out of curiosity, we haven't seen the upgrade fair yet, have we?
I don't think so. I would have expected one of them to have
asking for a friend of mine who might soon be doing Hammer Vitreous.
And Goomba doesn't have the bottle as well. Yet.
So, yep, so all of Paradox and Dark World means not sequence breakable with the Moon Pearl. I was like, not only is Vitreous in logic, Vitreous is suspiciously in logic.
I'm surprised Goomba didn't grab the red boomerang.
As a large aficionado of the red boomerang, I am as well, but I suspect you're talking about splash deletion applications for getting the Zora Ledge item here.
Yep.
Because the Cane of Samaria by itself can't do it, but you can do it. I mean, you could do it with the Ice Rod too, but that one's a little tighter. A lot tighter, to be honest.
Especially when you're starting from not from the ledge if you don't have a Moon Pearl. Let's put it like this.
Yeah, I would definitely want all the items. Battle, the Misery Mire Big Key that Goomba found behind Ice Armos put Vitreous in logic. And I suspect Goomba's going to keep doing his, like, exploration here, but he has to have this in mind at this point. the game basically flung every required item at you for Vitreous right now. Other than, you know, anything that would make it remotely pleasant to do.
Are we going to Laser Bridge? I think we're going to Laser Bridge.
I suspect we are, yes.
Like, that's why he's not checking Crystal Roller.
Yeah. That may as well just be a confirmation that he's intending on going to Laser Bridge here. I would say, and I suspect actually that Goomba's going to be trying to greeting a little bit, hoping that he can find a Meyer Small before he goes in.
Yeah, starting with this part of TR, because we're gonna mirror out and go all the way to Laser Bridge, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Gonna see
to be fair, for all we know, Vitreous just has a Turtle Rock small key, and Laser Bridge is actually the answer.
Here we go again.
Goomba, the people's champion. Oh, doesn't quite get the anti-fairy dodge there.
Oh, not. I mean, it's kind of safe.
Yes. That is correct, Jake Hooper. And there's the small key to Turtle Rock that WallKicks would have loved to have earlier.
Alright, time to go to the Laser Bridge. WallKicks probably gonna go for some glove entrance here. We haven't seen the Omen Rescue Cave yet. I was not going there.
I'll say WallKicks might be going for the. He might be going for the well here, but maybe yeah.
Oh yeah, we have the well. We have the well. That's true.
Well, not just going for the well here, but then he might actually be diving Meyer after this as well, since they're right next to each other, which would be equally unfortunate for him. Yeah, Goomba taking the kind of predictable play here and heading through to Laser Bridge.
He didn't know Meyer was here. Now he knows, and now it's kind of suspicious. Having the hookshot out for that mini Helmazor. We've seen that part as well. That's another way to the mountain. If I remember
so probably
correctly.
Also for the beetle as well.
I think that helped with that Vitreous fight, unfortunately. I mean, potential Vitreous fight.
Not Laser Bridge. Connector is still relevant, though.
That's Floating Island. I don't remember what was on this. There's still a connector here on Death Mountain that Wally didn't follow.
Yeah, I don't think the health is going to be the problem for Viddy. Problem is, he still hits pretty hard, even on blue or red mail. That would be a bottle of luminol. Luminol, which is a chemical which can be used in crime investigations to help discover the presence of blood even after it's been cleaned up. Alright, well there's at least red mail for Viddy.
I expect Goomba will go there before going to Meyer. Not gonna lie.
That would be quite silly to go for Hammer Vitreous before going for the well
that
right
helps
next
a lot.
door.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, that red potion is going to be real nice for Goomba to see.
Vitreous doesn't seem that bad right now. For real.
No, it seems a little tedious. There are certainly some items that would help. A sword would be nice. A bow would be great. Boots would be great. Just to give yourself the hook dash state.
With that many hearts, nice bottle, by the way. Guess we're going by. With red mail and with red mail and the potion, I think hammer is actually pretty fine, and that much health as well helps a lot.
Yeah, it's really not that bad at this point. After consulting with my lawyer, Pink, I have decided to not answer your question.
We still have 2 connectors for Goomba, because he hasn't checked the... Okay, he's gonna be a bit disappointed. Because we're going back on Dark Death Mountain. Wasn't it? Spec Rock? Oh, Laser Bridge. I mean, there's a lot of connectors on the mountain. Way too many. And we had access to all of them. We saw all of them. Pretty much. There's a connector... No, we're missing one. Oh, Goomba's
There's a
going
connector
back
everywhere.
Other than Iron Castle entrance here, he's probably going to go to the right side. We haven't seen what's on the right side. Oh, there's a sword. Out of logic, but we'll take that for Vitreous. Now he's going back to CAC for the well. I see.
Oh, I think he's going back to CAC for more than the well, Lynn.
I know he's going, especially with that red mail in that bottle, he's definitely going. Like, there's no way he's not just going to take it.
But also just a moment to appreciate the nice little routing there for Goomba, rather than doing a saving quit and walking back. He knew, hey, there's a connector right next to the well where I want to go. And ends up traversing it from a spot that he did not know he was going to get spit out into.
Like with that red mail and unfortunately it doesn't have a small key, but with the red mail and the bottle, I think it's going. Like Wall is going as well, but Goomba, he oh, is it going back? Because we're checking the last connector.
It's a little surprising to me.
It's not. Sanctuary is not that far. You should look at it. Hey, you kind of want to do the dungeon starting with full health. Let's put it like this. He's gritting for a small key as well, like, because that Misermeyer without a small key kind of sucks.
That is true. Unfortunately, I suspect he is unlikely to make the play that would get him that small key. Since it requires... I guess he might actually fake flip. I think it's more likely that he splash deletes to Ice Palace, or to Highlight Island, rather than it is that he...
He might do it now.
Play normally.
He might do it now. Like, you're checking what's in the bomb shop, you're going near Lake Hylia, and then you mirror to go for Sahasrara. Might go into Zora. Even without the Pearl or Hobo. Those are... Or you're going to Cave 45 and the race game. From here. Not buying another red potion. A bit surprising, I want to say. Knowing that Vitreous is fully in logic.
If I'm fighting Vitreous with only a hammer, I'm usually in a position where I just want to make sure I have as much safety as possible. Alright, may end up being able to get something here, though.
Oh. Free bottle.
Look at that Costco shopper Goomba right there.
That's the hobo play here.
Oh, hey, it's the Mitts. Oh, he's actually going to go there the legit way.
He's going to...
So he's going to get his Meyer Small. Unless he's maybe somehow planning on going back to the Meyer area, but I can't imagine what he would be going there for.
Yeah, there's nothing for him in the Meyer area.
Yep, he's making the play, and he will get spat out of Ice Palace and find the somewhat amusingly placed Meyer Small Key.
Did we find anything in Meyer yet? I don't think so. Am I supposed small? I see an ice small that I didn't know about. That's why I'm saying it's here.
Yeah, I was watching Goomba screen a little bit more. And also note that this is a crystal on Vitreous, so it is going to be required to do. Not that we really suspect that Wally won't go back, but... and I suspect with this small key we're going to see Goomba make the play now. But he is likely going to splash delete here and head to Zora first.
Not use all your bombs.
So Goomba struggling a little bit there, but gets it done. And manages to save enough bombs to perhaps be able to splash delete again.
Oh. Unfortunately can't get that. This is not in logic. Wally's gonna use his potion here though, which might be useful later. Because at this point, Vitreous is really, really suspicious.
Yeah.
We don't want that. So that's pretty good. Zora is in logic though. I mean, it is fine leaving those two chests here, because you still have Catfish and you have the mirror, so you can go back whenever you get to Catfish, so that's fine. It's not that big of a deal to orphan that right now. You got a mushroom, we haven't seen the potion shop yet. The potion shop could be in the Dark World though. You have a lot of connectors there. Alright, assuming we're gonna see the Misery Maya here. Fully. With Big Chest and Vitreous. Goomba grabbing some bombs, preparing for a hard fight.
Yeah, I definitely would like a full complement of bombs here just to land a little bit extra damage to soften up those eyeballs, but Goomba's off and is going to be looking to 8 of 8 this dungeon here.
Price didn't... I mean, it would take a bit of time, but your stun price is bombs.
I mean, maybe he's...
But
keep in mind really that... a lot you can farm in here for that, can you?
No, not in Misery Maya, that's the thing. So, Wally, unfortunately, is going to orphan. Oh, that's pretty good for Vitreous.
He is going to orphan that, but that is going to make the ultimate Vitreous fight better.
There's two things that are going to go better for WallKicks. Unfortunately, might run a bit low on arrow getting into Vitreous.
I believe Sick Kid, Hammer Pig Cave are both out there still, as is, I think, Potion Shop?
No, Sick Kid we found.
We found Sick Kid? Okay.
No.
I don't think Ice Armos actually looks any better here for Wally Joss. Because the problem isn't it's a much easier fight now, which it is.
But getting there is slow.
But getting there is slow. Oh, we found the front of Hype Cave, JD, and they've checked the item.
Which was the first bottle? We're gonna see two entrances full in logic as well here that we haven't seen so far. K45 and Raise Game left. If I remember correctly, a map was sitting on Raise Game. I don't think we're gonna go for that.
Probably not worth it. I usually find out my pendant and crystal information by getting my third pendant blind anyway.
Another connector? I don't think we're really looking for connector right now. Going for the map still.
No, which is a little unfortunate for Zelda, actually.
Zelda, WallKicks.
WallKicks. Look, he's using the Ace Attorney spread. He's Zelda. It's like how anybody who uses the Pug spread is Andy. We all know this.
I get not going to the connector here. There's a chance you might be locked, and like you found most of the important ones. WallKicks still missing a few, like Floating Island or Bumper Cave.
Yeah, but that Spiral Cave is going to be really low on the list.
But you know there's nothing on Floating Island already, and you might... Oh, he's going back. He's going back for the connector.
Well, it's Vitreous, or this is all a giant bait. But I suspect it's going to be Vitreous.
What do we even
here.
have left outside some bunny of some? Well, no, sorry.
I think there's some bunnyable stuff, and that's about it. So yeah, I definitely suspect that this will be the answer.
Oh, we have two entrances out of here. That's illogic. You cannot go back, WallKicks. Sorry. Oh, WallKicks already checked those. I remember now.
Yep, he walked up there already.
Oh, it's for cave area, yeah. See, splash delete too. It's fine.
I guess Zora's in logic. Oh no,
Zora,
did Goomba actually swim up there?
No.
Okay.
We're going back to GT for Wally. He's gonna find the Mario Big Key. He's not gonna be pleased by the Mario Big Key. Let me tell you that.
Nope. But at least he'll have a bow for Vitreous, question mark? I'll say, and with the understanding now that Pyramid Fairy is dead, we can cross off the list of any possible reasons the flute might be logically required here.
It's not. Period.
Goomba being extra careful here to not get ambushed by the... I don't even know what they're called.
Shadows? Rats? Whatever?
The annoying little black things that hit me sometimes in Mire.
Goomba going for health here.
Smart decision.
Smart decision. He has 2 red potions as well. It shouldn't be a hard fight, but do not underestimate how much damage those eyes can do.
I would say, and he doesn't have like a fairy or anything, so if he does get greedy...
It's a bit too low for the top eye, unfortunately.
But this is a pretty effective way to deal with a lot of the eyes there.
Gotta be careful here.
Oh, Goomba, you didn't use it!
He knows. He knows he can take 1 hit from
oh, right, he's on a red mail. Never mind, he's on a red mail. And Wally is going for right side GT here, which... I mean, you kind of understand it. He doesn't want to go back to the checks he's already done to get to Ice Armos.
Any aim?
I was saying, so what we're going to see here from Goomba once Phase 2 comes is we're going to see him probably try to lead Vitreous in kind of a figure 8 pattern to get the hits that he's going to need to get.
Call that the infinity pattern myself. Unless he managed to stun lock it in a corner.
Yep, I mean that's the ideal way, and if not, you're going to try to lead him.
Infinity pattern's more with the fighter sword when you
fair
draw
enough.
him from one side to another. But the hammer is fine. It's 16 hits. The hammer goes very quickly, and we have the boots.
And Wally does just sneak in on the sequence break, so nicely done there.
I get it though, because you're going to ice almost anyways.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm generally pretty anti this sequence break, but I actually think in this case it makes a lot of sense from Wally's perspective.
Unfortunately, not
much. But now there are 2 pod small keys that are locked by 4 GT keys. Alright, and Wally doesn't know it, but he does have both red crystals, although having been spit out there already is not particularly concerned, I suspect.
First booth's entrance, we have...
That's so rude.
Rude. I'm suspecting we're going to the ice rink area here for Goomba. That's a bit tight. You kinda want to be careful here with that exploding enemy. Don't know its name.
The annoying eyeball thing. I believe that's its technical name.
Yeah.
Or, as I will now refer to him, Wannabe Argus.
Still have 1 boot entrance left. The backup desert that Goomba can clear with the ice rod is gonna be nice.
The small key in the library... Oh, so yeah, the small key in the library could easily be the desert small.
What was library again?
I think it was East Death Mountain?
Oh boy. I believe WallKicks is gonna be lying to Vitreous. Unfortunately, doesn't have potions left. So he used it for Spike Caves.
Does at least have the bow, though.
Yep.
But with not very many arrows.
He's gonna be able to get a few in Misery Mire. But...
Goomba, meanwhile, is going to go from 0 crystals to 2 crystals very quickly here, just barely misses the 1 cycle. Alright, not that.
Two dungeons in that area. Feels great. We're gonna see what... He might go for the 2 items here. He might go for the 2 items. In the waterfall.
Yeah, I would say this is a pretty conveniently placed waterwalk spot.
He's gonna go for the 2 items in waterfall into Hobo, because he hasn't been to Hobo yet.
Yeah, this is also a great way to open your seat in casual boots. Just to grab these 2 and then head to Hobo right after.
He didn't pick up the arrows, Wally, so he's gonna go to Vitreous with 11.
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a rough fight. He's certainly flush on health, but...
Alright, we'll have 1 boot entrance left. And that small key on the library, I think.
I mean, that small key in the library is feeling more and more like it's the answer, and is probably either Desert or Hera for...
I can see that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, you know that's there, but it's not super attractive, especially with the items that you have right now. It's not like you can get into Swamp Palace if it's the right key or anything like that.
Isn't that connected to the mountain?
I think it is. I think this goes to Dark Death Mountain. Oh no, it goes to Mire. Never mind. Okay. I remembered it being with a bunny. I just remembered the wrong area.
I know we have a connector on the mountain that we haven't seen yet. I know that. We haven't seen Hyrule Castle, right? Ooh. Oh. That hurts, Wally. Hyrule Castle was checked, but I know we have one on the mountain.
I'll say Wally's right back to it. I mean, at this point, you have to assume Wally's probably very close to, if not already at his last location. And even if not, this has been so strong logically pushed that it just feels like this has to be the answer.
Oh, and we have that as well. True. We found that so early, and we got so many items after that we forgot that this was a connector.
Yeah, this has been a pretty aggressive item in your face seed.
Oh,
lovely connector.
Next. Zelda this isn't pot that has an anti-fairy, but it also has 5 arrows in Misery Mire in the lobby.
Yeah, I think both of those would benefit Wally a lot right now.
I think we're gonna see K45 and race game from Goomba. He's gonna be able to get the bow though. But I feel a bit bad about it. Just a little bit. Not that much. I don't think you're doing that with Red Mail, Goomba.
It would take approximately 18 years to get yourself killed there, yeah. Not the most attractive play in the world.
You could take some damage from Hinox's to begin with.
Does not change my conclusion.
Nope. Playing a bit safer here for Wally, keeping the 8 arrows for the last eye.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to make this fight go even slower than the hammer fight went. But I mean, you understand why he's making these decisions. It's not like...
Definitely.
Like, you're against arguably the best Crosskeys player. I think what a lot of people would name as the best Crosskeys player, and you already took a death.
Not going to check 45, going straight for it. It was gonna get locked, but he's gonna be able to check 2 more entrances that he hasn't checked yet.
Oh, so the other thing too is bunnying when you don't have a pearl is generally a very unattractive thing. Or sorry, when you have boots and don't have a pearl, is generally not particularly
Big chest was done by Goomba. There was nothing. Goomba had the big key when he first found.
Also, unfortunately, with all the out of logic stuff that he did do, Wally did not go back for that Desert Big.
Alright, Inksy. I'm not even sure that Desert Big Key was in logic even. What was it again? No, it's not logic. Desert Big Key is not.
But I was saying, Wally did a lot of logic breaking and bunny walking. Please don't mind me, I'm permanently clenched. Okay, we're good.
Okay. No, he hasn't been back to the mountain. yet. Which he's probably going for now with the Hard Castle entrance.
Alright, everybody, you are now free to unclench.
No, going straight for the key, huh?
I mean, it's understandable. You not only do you want these boots to pay off, you have to think these boots are going to pay off.
Yeah, Dark Cross was done. It was a map.
And Wally has to be feeling a mix of emotions seeing that fountain. Obviously, we knew that was there from.
And it is the small key to Desert Palace. Let's go back to the Desert Palace, shall we?
I also just realized why it never was going to be Landmo, even if that was the small key to Desert, since the Desert Big was still out of logic.
At least the game was nice. Kinda.
And I think we can confidently state at this point that Goomba is about to find either his Moon Pearl or an item that will definitely... Goomba not even bother with the Desert Big Chest, he knows.
He already did it. He had it.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he had it.
Well, you're sabotaging my narrative here, Lynn.
That's been twice already. Oh, hey, it's the moon.
Whoa, ho, I'm shocked. Shout out to the genius/moron who steals the Desert's Palace small key in this scene.
Maybe he'll get it eventually.
He will, but there's a good chance it's his last thing here.
See, it's easy to read. It's kind of easy to read, though.
It is. It's pretty easy to read. Like, it's gross what the seed is asking you to do, but I think it's also pretty transparent.
Like, what small keys were in logic? And if you track your logic properly, I feel like it's an easy read if you still doesn't have small key. I don't know how Goomba feels now with that small key being able to be stolen.
I mean, so it's easy to read that key is the Desert Palace small key, but I don't think it's necessarily easy to read that Vitreous is going to have the boots. Like, if you'd asked me, I would have suspected that Vitreous was much more likely to have the Pearl.
Right, so Goomba's gonna go get the bow here. Gonna be able to check a second entrance here north with the glove. Suspecting we're gonna see Skullwoods immediately as well. That's something that can make Wally save a lot of time here. Did he grab the key to that? I didn't watch.
I don't think he has, no.
Well, there's a big key is in Spiral Cave that's on Dark Death Mountain. So it's bird locked. I agree. Sunsilton would still take it, but I agree. Admittedly, there's actually a good reason to take it here. I feel like I wouldn't blame anyone from doing so. Desert Palace is super accessible. Like, you just get it, you save and quit, and then you just go check it. I mean, it's nothing, you just reset. I feel like that's not that bad of playing that seed, and that's why I can see Goomba not feeling great about it, but at the same time, I know Wally doesn't steal a lot.
And yeah, if I'm rooting for WallKicks in this, I'm feeling less bad about his deficit right now, and feeling a lot more bad, as Goomba's about to find his bow, about that Desert Big Key.
Desert Big is super isolated, and since you're already on a death on Witcher's deficit, and you're gonna last location your Moon Pearl as well. That's not really a quick entrance to get to.
No, that's got to be at the very bottom of the list of places you're revisiting.
You can see book being a thing, and then you check Ether into doing that. That's a thing.
Yeah, that is one thing that would kind of send Wally back over there.
No,
absent that, it might be kind of rough sledding here. Wally found Spiral Cave is at the Dark Death Mountain Ascent. On Dark Death Mountain, not on North Dark World. But he had the hammer, so he could go across to the top, whereas Goomba did not, and so that was the end of his route, so he followed Spiral Cave. Like, I think the correct decision from both of them, but is ultimately going to hurt WallKicks a lot here.
But kind of unfortunate. The Skullwood's the green pendant, so not having a key doesn't hurt much. Even if you find it. For Goomba.
So yeah, and thankfully for him, he knows that as well, so it's not like he has
Goomba.
a lot of trepidation.
Oh, he did it! He did it! Oh, hello, Big Kid against Tower.
Well, I suspect WallKicks will not be back to check that anytime soon.
That's bad for WallKicks. Oh. He forgot about the key going through Laser Bridge. And that's the big key of Eastern Palace. Oh.
Wait, which key did he forget?
It's gonna be fine. The one on the Desert Small Key.
Oh, he forgot about the... Okay, yeah.
But because that leads to Floating Island, so that's gonna be fine.
Yeah, this is gonna actually be a pretty nice connector spot for him.
The Desert Small Key is on this mountain.
So yeah, so Goomba's gonna clean up Eastern here. And then...
He's grabbing the key, He was kind of lucky that connector was this one.
Yeah, if that connector didn't go to where, like, exactly where it did, this could have been really bad for WallKicks.
Yeah, but he didn't know where the TR Laser Bridge was going. So objectively, it was a wrong play. He was just lucky that it led to Floating Island. From his perspective, it could have led to Bumper Cave. Moonboard is on the right side of the desert, which you needed logically to kill Beatrice for to get the boots, to get the Desert Small Key on the library, to get...
You didn't just need logically, wasn't Desert Back boots locked?
What?
Wasn't Desert Back boots locked?
No?
Okay, I must...
Why would be...
Why was it Ice Rock Cave? Never mind. I thought it was somewhere else. I thought it was one of the boots entrances.
No, it was an Ice Rock Cave.
I'm gonna need some glasses for my glasses.
So that's gonna be another connector, Wally. It's gonna do for us. Not in logic though. You need 4 keys to get to that one in logic. If you go from one of the middle entrance, even from Laser Bridge.
I'm curious how tempted Goomba's going to be to indulge in upstairs GT at this point.
That's another sword.
Nope, looks like no. Okay. Like he's right there. Goomba hasn't killed Moldorm, and he hasn't gone to the front of Turtle Rock. That's a low-key terrible front of Turtle Rock.
You know what's bad about that one as well?
The fact the sword is right inside?
Yup.
And it doesn't get dispelled when you kill Trinex?
Yup.
I guess I could have answered your question with much shorter by saying everything.
Yes. I agree. There were a lot. There were a few podcasts. I mean, I know there was one in map chest.
Yeah. Although we haven't actually seen Pod yet.
Alright, so Wally's gonna get the Moon Pearl. Let's see where he's gonna start his route with. He has 2 swords, that's true. One is on the path, because one is on Moldorm, if I remember right.
Yeah, one was directly on Moldorm, and then the second one was right there in the compass chest of Turtle Rock.
There's a lot of entrances we have seen so far. That's actually crazy. Like, we're not missing a lot of entrances.
We haven't gone back through Paradox Gate, has anyone yet? I don't think Goomba has, nope. And WallKicks just got his Pearl. I mean, so the Paradox Cave and Hype Cave combo has to be pretty attractive.
We have yet to find a dam, or pod, or T-Sound. Like, what do we have? We have some pod entrances. TR. The rock next on EDM. On East Dark Death Mountain. The Dark Shopping Mall. Not in Logic. Goomba's gonna do her as well here. Gonna get his sword, he's gonna be happy about it. Those bonk rocks. I'm still looking for a lot when you look at it.
Yep, and
He found a crystal. Why are we not turning in that mushroom before exploring? No.
Wally, please don't fake powder. I'm going to be forced to judge you. But yeah, this is when you have that mushroom, it's pretty important to turn it in, because you don't want to find the potion shop in a bad spot and then have to come back because you didn't turn in your mushroom. And Goomba taking down crystal number 4 here.
4.
Scarlet, that can't be correct. Nobody has ever wanted to eat a mushroom.
Mushrooms are good.
They are not. They are literally fungus.
Not all of them. So ice is also a crystal. Still looking for at least items.
We are, but not many.
I don't know which one, but not a lot. It could be a pod Becky. I'm actually surprised. I'm not gonna say surprised, but Goomba could have gone for those mitts earlier when he was in Skullwoods.
Yeah, that actually would have been a pretty good time to do it. And I mean, honestly, Goomba may be thinking, hey, I'm actually really close to go mode here, and not be looking to specifically sequence break things. But like, Fire Rod could literally put Goomba in go mode right now, I think.
Nope.
Not guaranteed, depending on the crystal layout, of course. Nice.
The swords.
Alright, well that sword that Goomba might have missed in the front of Turtle Rock is not really much of a concern anymore.
We even have the Harapiki. That kind of feels bad for Goomba.
Yep. You finally decide to go for it, and the game's like, oh, here it is.
Wait a minute.
On the other hand, I do actually find it kind of strange to go back.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me there's 3 swords behind Paradox Cave?
Yep.
I don't think Goomba going for that Harabit anytime soon anyways. I mean, with the small key you might. Like, it's too quick checks.
I mean, it's a small key and it's also a very easy place to get to.
It is. We still have a lot to do. Fortunately not getting... we have an extra... yeah, Maya was Quake. That's a thing. I'm suspecting you're not going there until you can full clear GT or have to go to back to GT. Logically.
And Goomba just puts an absolute number on the sword advantage that Wally had. Cutting it from a 3 advantage to a 1 advantage.
You might be able to get the 4th one here. I don't see him going on top of that cast. Oh, hello, Pod.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a big key.
Okay, that's really good for Wally. Because this could have been pretty spooky for him. I mean, it already was pretty spooky.
He's gonna be happy that he came back here, for sure. Alright, do we have a bow? We might be able to get all the items here. It's not that bad. It's almost vanilla, but still very accessible. Maybe you dream of the Flippers being behind the play to Lake Haya is dead. I forgot to tell you.
I know. And my world will never be the same.
Alright. Are the Flippers gonna be in here? That's the question. I can see Goomba going for that.
Be surprised.
I can see Goomba going for that last entrance on the castle after he climbs CT.
Yeah, I suspect that is when he would try to do it specifically.
He's not gonna find the 4th sword yet. At this point, you're looking for at least a fire source for Ice Palace for sure. And then you're just mostly looking for entrances, I feel like.
Yeah, which should put a pretty high premium on those mitts, even if you don't need them for an item necessarily.
Oh.
Wow, I can't believe there's a pod small key inside of pod. has never happened before. So that's locked by 4 small keys, so that's 1 key out of logic.
You think he's coming it for vanilla big key with red mail and 16 hearts? That's a lot of hearts, holy.
I can't imagine. That's such a long death warp. He might go for... I don't think he will scum. He might go for it. It's aggressive.
It's super aggressive, though. Like, you don't want to be pot small for go. You don't want to be pot when you're so close for go mode. I mean, to go mode.
That being said, it's what? It's 50-50 that pod's a pendant here, right? So it may be that you never need that pod small key. I don't expect him to do it, but I don't think it would be crazy for him to do. Yeah, and he's gonna leave.
Nah, you're way too close to go mode. To be burning a key like this.
Alright, Wally is gonna get the...
Second chest of castle I wasn't checked by Goomba. He didn't have the small key going
Correct.
Here, so.
Goomba got the small key after. I believe it was just a compass on the other side of that.
Nope.
Well, Wally finds the 300 that he didn't find earlier in the inn. Of course, he eventually did find that too, but...
Probably it's Coldwood's.
Time travel's really hard to write, okay?
So, gonna get that Eastern big. Oh, not going to Skullwoods. I'm kind of surprised given where the old man saving quit point is. Like, there's basically no cost going to Skullwoods, I feel like.
He might be trying to save Skullwoods for the end because he may be planning to waterwalk the mitts.
True. Oh. I don't think you're going back, though.
He is.
Oh, he is. He is.
He is. He would have saved and quit if he wasn't going back.
What is he gonna do? Catfish? I don't see him go to the pyramid. Admittedly, you don't have a lot of entrances at this point, aside from Dark Shopping Mall. You might go to the Dark Shopping Mall. I'm not sure he wants to check that last entrance on Howard Castle. They already found the sphere, by the way. Sorry.
Not the answer. But yeah, I think this is going to be catfish and maybe... Oh, so he hasn't been to Dark Shopping Mall yet, has he? Oh, no, maybe not.
Huh.
Oh, he hasn't been here at all. Okay, never mind.
No, it's nothing from Wally's side. I also have the Bone Crocs behind Nick's house that he didn't check, which we know is nothing. We are actually running low on stuff to do right now. Like, do you wanna... Nobody checked the TR medallion, right?
I don't believe so.
I think you're water walking those mids before going back to check the rock on Death Mountain.
I agree. And back to the Mire areas, where we're probably gonna get the Mire entrance. Yeah, that's Quake. Here comes the Mire entrance.
Oh, that route's pretty well. I don't know how Goomba feels about that route, but from his perspective, the way he routed it, this actually routes super well. Because he's gonna be on top of the castle to check the entrance, and then gonna be able to head north towards Catfish. He might sequence break the right side just to be done with it. He might sequence. Oh well. I think you kind of have to do it here.
I don't want to come back here for this, yeah.
I think you're doing the whole thing. I think you're like, if you're a Goomba, you're sequence breaking right side of GT. You're also climbing, so you don't have to come back to the area ever.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, he's not.
Oh.
Wait.
I mean, you might be fire rod. You might be fire rod for go. That's the thing.
That is true. I'd be that is the worry about sequence breaking behind the fire rod right now. Is with as little information as you have. What's below Agatu again? Oh, he has no small key. Okay, not a thing I'm usually used to checking.
Oh yeah, true. But you wouldn't want to do it anyways because you might be fire rod for go. Yeah, I think it's useless fairy. I think he'll still, depending on what he wants to do. So Wally's gonna find parts, gonna find his whole nothing.
Yeah, I guess it's not really surprising that basically nothing was in pod, given just how buried at least a couple of these small keys are in logic.
That is true.
So we're at 2 Turtle Rock keys.
Like there was one behind. I mean, we have all 4 GT keys, so this one is in logic. I think is in logic. I mean, admittedly, we needed 3 to put the Moon Pearl in logic, so we just needed an extra one. Yeah, we have shovel as well. That's true. Shovel was in bow outside. I forgot that they took the wrong hole. This one is gonna kill me. And Skull was, I meant.
I just have a slight smile on my face, that's all. Trying to keep the broadcast PG-13 to... I'm trying to keep the broadcast at least R-rated.
And we welcome all those raiders. Thank you. What the hell's for those 22 people? And welcome to CSR. You are actually watching Game 1 of the finals of the Crosskeys tournament between Goomba and WallKicks. Goomba almost forgot he had to light the torch here with his lamp.
Let's see if he can not fall this time. He fell, I think, in the semifinals. Nails it this time, though.
I'll need a key. Oh boy!
Man, you gotta finish this climb, but oh man.
You don't have to. I think you leave. I legit think you don't kill Agatu here with Useless Fairy in the pyramid.
Oh, is it Useless Fairy in pyramid? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You're bailing then. You're not killing.
I think you're just going for TR and Ice Palace.
Yeah, I think you... Well, do you go for Ice Palace or do you go for Turtle Rock first?
Ice Palace might give you some... Oh, he's going for the finish. That's gonna feel a bit bad for him, because if he had finished TR... Oh, no, wait. He cannot finish the rock right now.
He doesn't have a small key. He's gonna find one here, though, I think. I think this is where Wally found Turtle Rock small number 2. But yeah, you're right. That probably also influenced why he didn't. And he is going to avoid killing Agatu.
That fire out is I'm not gonna say it's sealing the deal, but it is pretty bad if it's required. Because there's a chance that it's not required.
Goomba is going for the big chest here. Okay.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either, but now I wonder, do you think he might actually go do Skullwoods right after this?
He can't.
Right, he has no small key. So when the GT big chest is a Skullwood small key...
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna be very thankful for that, because whenever he's gonna do TR, I'm pretty sure, just for information, and that's still a lot of items. Like you get 4 items total out of it.
That's so bad. And I agree. I think this is a phenomenal seed as a final seed. This is a very challenging seed in every aspect.
We might be still looking for some stuff. Namely, the dam or the swamp small. And we might still also be looking for... Oh no, Teton is a crystal. So...
So if Pod is a crystal, is Goomba potentially mids for Go mode? And potentially not even?
I don't know. I feel like that tier is the right play. He's gonna be happy about it, given
this is the Trinex play.
Given that... No, he's not?
This isn't the Trinex play?
I don't remember where his palace was. I don't remember where that led.
That's actually a good point. I don't remember. Oh, Ice Palace is right near the start of the seed, right?
It was pretty early. I know Swamp is at the shopping mall. You might want to look for that medallion, Goomba. I think that's the right time.
Yeah. Alright. I agree with you on the medallion. Given... I mean, I guess the only entrance he's looking for is Steve's Town.
The dam. We haven't found the dam yet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so he's looking for...
We have 3 entrances in the
He knows he's looking for one entrance. He might be looking for... a second entrance. And I agree this seed gets a lot juicier if...
WallKicks is in the area. He is going to do Eastern.
He's doing Eastern first.
He might be very low on stuff to do, so he might go for the climb.
Yeah, I have trouble imagining
that he could beat Desert, but he knows what Pyramid Fairy entrance is. Also, it's only 1 item.
Yeah, beating Desert isn't really that attractive right now.
The problem going to Desert is that Swamp Palace is next to it. So I feel like going to Desert is not the right play here, for sure.
Oh, this is going to route so clean for Goomba, too. He doesn't know it, but he's going to feel really good after this Tridex.
Oh, of course.
Because Nori points out that Ice Palace is at Hyrule Castle Main. So he can do the front of Turtle Rock and then immediately jump down.
Oh, I mean, he knows where Ice Palace is.
But he doesn't know where the front of Turtle Rock is.
Yep,
so he doesn't know just how clean this route is going to be.
You still check those 3 items because you don't want to go back. He's going to get his Battle Sword. He's going to be able to full clear Ice Palace. Are we in T-Town? Am I looking for Thieves Town?
Drumroll?
Yes,
yes,
we are.
We are just looking for Thieves Town.
I don't know
so that's full info for Goomba. Do you potentially skip the front 3 in Total Rock?
Yes.
Do you potentially do things like skip Ice Tea Room and Ice Palace?
Yes.
I would say, like, do you play as if you're in Go mode now? I think you probably do, but...
Yes, there's only one entrance you don't have access to right now. It would be super unfortunate, but there's only one entrance you don't have access to right now. You have to play for it. It's in the it's the finals.
I agree.
So the entrance,
and obviously, like Goomba isn't gonna know that Wally left GT.
Problem is that Fire, like, if he goes to Big Chest first, I mean, we might not need the flippers. We don't need the flippers, unless the medallion for TR is in the swamp, and so that's the right play for Wally.
Yep.
That is correct, so, AA. That is correct.
Wally is on the track.
You forgot one. You forgot one. The dark shopping, the dark potion shop. I don't think we've seen that yet.
I believe you are correct.
But it is on the way to the dark shopping mall, so that is fine.
I just want to say, there's a very real chance that Turtle Rock Small on the right side of GT was Goomba's Go mode.
Why are you here? Why are you here? Like, Goomba did 4 checks. I mean, he skipped some stuff, but like, out of all the chests he opened, it was just here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like it's going to tempt him or anything, so...
I mean, if we're still looking for a med, that's probably the place you would look for a med.
That's fair.
Unless the dam is actually in DR. And that would be Go mode anyway, so whatever.
Alright, well, I think it's about to be time for Goomba to start sprinting to entrances.
I think you're grabbing the mids, though. You have to. They're on the way. They are on the way to the
No. You hit the Dark World Portal at 4, grab the mitts, go to Shopping Mall, go up.
I think you take Dark Shopping Mall first here, and then if it's not Dark Shopping Mall, you go to the Dark Potion Shop. But you have to grab the mids here. Alright. Yeah, he is grabbing them for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't see, like, it would be so aggressive and greedy not to. I was saying, to answer your question, I don't really see any good outs right now for WallKicks other than the Turtle Rock entrance and him finding the medallion first.
Which I believe, I think he will do the same route as Goomba, where he just go aggressively for, like...
I agree.
TR is the only unknown. I don't know if he knows about ice, but he can do ice, for sure. And with the way it routes, those are the unknowns. Alright. Few more entrances here. And nope, still no dam as well.
Wally is going to probably bail right here.
People leave. Oh, no flippers. That's not that big of a deal. Not getting the flippers.
It's not a big deal. I understand why you make that play, because he might be in go mode as well here. It is going to mean that getting those mitts is going to be a little more painful. But still pretty eminently doable.
There's a dam.
You hate to see it. Speaking of you hate to see it.
2 more entrances. I'm expecting a saving quit here. No, not even. We're just hookshotting across. Saving quit would have been faster, right? Or is it the back of Old Man? That leads to Dark Sanctuary.
So if I have my math right, it's 77% right now that Goomba's in go mode.
Huh? Wally has enough Geosmalls. Oh, he went to the front, that's right. You're right.
Oh, that's so bad for him.
You might find one here. It's fine. Goomba didn't do some checks here.
He might. But there also just might be 2 in Swamp Palace. For instance.
It might be one. You're gonna hate me. In the front of Turtle Rock.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh boy, 50% chance.
Down to 50-50. I mean, you have to assume that if Goomba finds out that he doesn't have access, that he's probably gonna head straight to Swamp.
No,
like he's gonna check the Turtle Rock Medallion.
Yeah, he's gonna check the Turtle Rock Medallion.
He's gonna wish he had checked the Turtle Rock Medallion, but then he's probably gonna head to Swamp when he's looking for a medallion if it's not. There.
Do we even know if it's the bad woods? I think both of them just stayed and quit out of it without checking.
Yep, nobody checked.
Huh.
It is the bad woods.
Alright. Let's go.
That's go mode.
Root game.
Alright. Barring a act of God here, it looks like Goomba is going to take the first game of this series.
That'll be hard.
However, I should note that in both semifinals, the winner of the series is the person who lost the first game, so... I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
This gives me a flashback, though. Wasn't in a game against Zelda, I don't know which dungeon it was, but it was here.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
I don't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure it was in the back of Skullwoods. And Zelda went to the pyramid while Goomba went to the back of Skullwoods and found the dungeon they were looking for.
I don't think it was game 1.
It was game 2.
That might be right, yeah. And I mean, WallKicks is on the right track. He just is a bit behind on the track. And also that TR Small is very sad for him.
Yeah, Breadmail will still gotta be careful, Wally. Icearm was definitely put a few minutes extra on Wally's route.
Yeah.
Because getting 2 GT was not ideal in that seed.
And the Vitreous death was unfortunate, and then also led to his Vitreous kill being slower as well. So not only are flippers unrequired, flippers are not even logically required, which would
Might be. We don't have a thief on small.
That's a fair point. Sorry.
Still...
What I mean to say is, Wally can hit Go mode without even sequence breaking flipper things right now. So if he actually decides I'm going to stay in logic, perhaps thinking, hey, maybe the flippers are in Thieves Town, he will not be in trouble.
And that is the 7th crystal for Goomba. And we are heading towards Ganon, was in Useless Fairy, if I remember right. Which is kind of far from here, so I'm expecting just a saving quid to the old man, which would be the fastest way to get there. Or Link's house, but if you want full health, you're going for the old man, I think. Oh, where was that book? Was it nice? Oh boy.
And Goomba gonna head up to near the Flute 2 spot. And is gonna begin his Ganon fight as we find... Nope!
Oh, well,
Take that,
nope.
flippers! Could still be like the Turtle Rock Big or something like that.
Oh boy, that's a rough spot to go back to.
Yeah. I suspect the forfeit's gonna come in here pretty quickly too. So, for both these runners, their Go mode item ends up being the Turtle Rock Small Key, which I gotta say is, very different.
Nope.
Also, I'm just sitting here jamming to this Ganon music. Yeah, and Goomba gonna come in here at just over 155, assuming no shenanigans on Ganon. And if you consider just, like, everything this seed threw at him, that is a really nice time.
Also, yeah, mids, since ropers were not required, there's no way you're not grabbing those mids here anyway, so...
No, Jacob, Goomba's Go mode was a Turtle Rock Small on the right side of GT that he needed because he didn't have one to kill Trinex with. But because Wally went all the way through the front, he needs an extra GT or extra Turtle Rock key. And let's get our GGs in chat for the winner.
It is Goomba finishing in less than 2 hours. 155.50.
On an absolutely brutal seed, too.
It was pretty bad.
The end sequence was pretty nice, and you actually get kind of locked off from a lot of things you maybe don't want to do, and so that'll maybe skew the time a little bit, but the early game in this seed was, like, everything up to the Moon Pearl was super rough in this seed. And we're about to be joined by Goomba. Hey, they dragged him in. GG's, Goomba.
Cheers it.
Thank you.
So, do you enjoy that Moon Pearl location?
No. Well, yes, but no. I was really annoyed because, like, I figured the whole, like, it was too convenient that it gave me all the stuff for Vitreous and then Vitreous had the boots, but I didn't want to commit to grabbing that random small key, even though it was the only thing left behind the boots. Like, I figured the whole boot sequence would lead to the Pearl, but it feels so bad to go grab that small key when only, like, the Desert or Hera small keys actually do anything at the moment.
Yeah, and I mean, I know from our perspective it kind of felt like, well, if it's not these boost entrants, that has to be one of those two keys, because everything else is just inert, but yeah, that was kind of gross. And I mean, it certainly felt like the seed was hand-feeding you into Vitreous. And obviously was. And WallKicks, unfortunately, ended up mirroring out after Rando Room. And so he came back way later, and just kind of never really shook getting back there. And so he has the same go mode item you do, actually, which is the Turtle Rock Small Key.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Like, I did not have a lot left when I climbed GT. The only things I had in Logic was the Dark Potion Shop, Catfish, Shovel, and the 2 chests in Hera.
Yeah, and I mean, we've now seen all of those from Wally. But he ended up, before going back to GT, he ended up going through the front of Turtle Rock. Which, by the way, is where the 4th sword was.
Which is on top of the castle, by the way. Which you would have gone if you didn't find the fire rod, I think.
I mean, yeah, I know. I got spent out there when I killed Trinex.
Oh, yeah. But it was a good surprise, right? Oh, Ice Bus is right here. Let's go.
Yeah. Like, when I saw the fire rod, I was like, okay, if I kill Aga 2, I'll get warped straight to Ice Palace and I can check the one entrance. But then as you noticed, I decided against it and decided to get the 5 items in the basement instead. While I was there, because GT was kind of a pain to get back to.
Yeah, and I mean, the flipper GT Big Chest was disgusting. But ended up ultimately being irrelevant to this.
I was getting really worried, though, because if Thieves Town wasn't in Skullwoods, it would have had to be Turtle Rock, and I never actually looked at the medallion, so...
It's kind of screaming at you when you check the rock to check it.
Lynn was a little tilted at you for not checking that.
I do agree, not checking it early, but when you went there to check the rock, I feel like that was the appropriate time to check it.
Maybe. I don't know, I figured the odds were in my favor that it didn't matter. And I honestly didn't feel super great either about how the seed panned out for me. Like, I felt okay, but not great.
The problem I see with that seed is that if you go to the shopping mall early, you find the back of Desert, and then you can get the Moon Pearl. That's the main problem, but that's it. Without going through that whole sequence, but you're gonna have to go through because Vitreous is a crystal. And we are also joined by WallKicks. GG's WallKicks.
Yeah, GG's Goomba.
GG's. You can also theoretically Super Bunny the bow in Blindshot and have a somewhat more respectable Vitreous fight. That would also help a lot.
You can also Hera Pot and get the sword, and Wally ended up having both of them, but he ended up taking a death on Vidi when he was there. And so then ended up having to fight him with basically no ammunition for either, which just made it a super rough fight.
Yeah, that's rough.
But did actually manage to hold on to the fight, and in spite of some clenchiness, did finish it off. There was one moment in that fight, Wally, when you were like in the very bottom right, and Vitreous was like a pixel to the left of you, that I think the entire chat just like clenched up really hard.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, when I got the Meyer Big Key, I was like, okay, well, surely the game has given me the hammer, the hook shot, and the 3 GT small keys to get this, along with the lamp and the Cane of Samaria, for a reason. So I figured Vitreous would have the Moon Pearl, but I really did not want to go to Meyer, so I still waited for quite a while, hoping to find a sword at least.
I'll say it was pretty disgusting. Wally, do you have any sort of thoughts on the seed that you want to share?
No. I hard last located Moon Pearl. Because why would I do Ice Armless with 5 hearts and a hammer and a Canis Maria? Because I'm probably gonna die. And it just didn't matter.
I had a lot more than 5 hearts when I got there.
I found it
Definitely
super
helped.
early. It was just... I don't know.
Yeah, and that was, I mean, it just ended up being... You weren't far off. You don't know this, obviously, but Turtle Rock was the last crystal.
Cool, I needed a TR key.
Yep. And that was Goomba's Go mode, but he got the one on right side GT because he hadn't gone through the front of Turtle Rock at that point. And so he was able to get the crystal there, and then Thief's Son ended up being in the back of Skull Woods, which was the dead last one. The item you did miss, by the way, was the flippers were in the GT big chest, but utterly useless in this seed.
Cool. Sorry for the showing. It sucked.
Think you need to apologize.
No, you don't.
I understand being like a little like I certainly get it, and I certainly cannot say that I'm not guilty of it. But like I think you did a perfectly fine job. Like I think you did a good job on the seed. It was just a very, very difficult seed to play. Like it was one of those seeds we've seen that not only tested like actual like ability to read and process logic, but also greatly tested mechanical skill as well. And sometimes those are kind of rare, and this one was pretty tough.
And the seed definitely required some unusual combat scenarios, to put it lightly.
Yep. But, I'll be back Thursday.
Yep, really looking forward to it. Like, you guys are both good runners, so expecting a good one on Thursday.
Yeah. God, I was so nervous going into this game. You have no idea.
I do.
Well, I guess you do.
You're taking my crown here, I do. And like people that reach the finals, they're not scrubs, right? So
yeah, no, Wally's a great runner.
Whoever it is, you're feeling the pressure for sure.
That's why I didn't join the tournament. I didn't want to intimidate all these runners, just win it all.
That's
boring.
That's very magnanimous of you, Jinxie.
I know. I do what I can, guys.
I know Goomba has execution and routing on me, so it's just a matter of hoping something comes up. I thought maybe the Desert Big Key might have been a little bit of a problem for Goomba, but I mean it's Goomba. It's not going to be.
He ended up having it before you because he hadn't gone to Eastern Palace, so he didn't have the incentive to go back up to Hera to check the northeast.
Reasonable.
Mountain, and so he had that earlier than you, and so we were actually more than anything else in that seed. We were actually pretty worried about that for you.
Yeah.
The Desert Big Key I definitely felt was one of the things I felt the best about in the seed because. As you may have noticed, in my previous match, Game 3 against Zelda, those two entrances kind of suck, and I'm really bad at routing them in.
They're terrible, dude, I agree.
That was just a putrid placement. And it was just one of those, oh wow, that's, ew.
I feel like people are going to start saying that I plando every single seed that I roll, because it always has some kind of really evil, nasty component.
It's fine. Trez has to roll next seed, by the way. I already requested that.
Alright, I will make sure that happens.
Specifically redeemed 250,000 points on the Zelda Speedruns channel to require that Trez rolls the final seed.
A finals.
I
want to see a game 3. Hopefully. I love you both, so I want it to go to game 3.
Have an absolute ton of respect for both of you as runners.
Yeah, for sure. Not only that, they're in other tournaments as well. So this is even though this is the most important tournament ever on any site on Twitch, this is 100% where you need to be. They're still doing other things that isn't Crosskeys most of the time, but they're awesome. Show them some love. These two guys, they're good guys. And so are, all the other runners, but you kind of get close to people as they continue on, and you're talking to them once, twice, three, sometimes 4 times a week, personally in the race rooms and in the commentary rooms and things like that. So these guys are really excited to be here and to show you like a really good show. And I promise to roll the most disgusting seeds I can, and I feel like I've delivered, and these guys have both delivered on their execution, so definitely give them some love. And Aladdin and Lin on our commentary, such a great team. It's always fun to have you guys here, and big thanks to our trackers for keeping everything straight and even helping me when I miss things on my bingo sheet. Even though you guys didn't finish the whole game, I'm gonna try not to hold that against you, but I am fairly upset that there's several things.
Wally got the book for you, at least.
He did. He got the book and the powder for me, and he checked the powder, which I appreciate. So I'm gonna give him some extra points. And my personal, this doesn't mean anything. Who wins these? It's who wins according to my tracking logs. So I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Did I kill the chat? Anyone else want to go?
No, I think we got to be done for today. But
yeah.
Game 2,
Game 2 Thursday at same time, same place. Be here. I'm gonna drag Tresco out of bed and make him roll the seed on Thursday, as per Goomba's request.
It was mine. But...
Oh, it was yours, Lynn? I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So I was really behind coming in here to kind of close it out because I forgot that I had on the stream instead of the commentary. So things were happening like faster than what they... So I'm behind. That's why I didn't... Goomba was lighting up because I was listening to the wrong commentary. It's all fine. I'll make Trez do it. You guys have a great night. Again, be here Thursday, 10 o'clock. Cancel your plans. This is where you need to be. I think we're still looking for commentators for that. Not sure, ? So if you are feeling very verbal and want to, never mind. Never mind, it's filled. We're going to have Days Cloud and Amazing Amphros on Thursday. So definitely another great set of commentators. So be here. Yeah, I can't say it enough. Thanks again for tuning into ZSR on behalf of Tresco and the rest of the Restream team. It's always a pleasure to deal with such a wonderful chat and your continued support. Without you, this wouldn't mean anything. So tune in Thursday and let's watch Game 2.